I'm really excited about today.
Going to be a good day, mate.
Yeah.
Where are we off to?
We've got two customers today. We've got Aussie Air Conditioning and Electrical.
Yep.
They've been with us for about 3 years now. Gone through a full digital transformation and journey with us.
Yep.
And we've got On Time Plumbing and Hot Water, who's been with us for probably about 15 months now.
Mm-hmm. What's the story with On Time Plumbing? Let's run through that.
So yeah, On Time Plumbing, they joined us about 14 to 15 months ago. They came from another agency, pretty scared to invest in, a significant ad budget from where we advised them from where they were. They were spending $1,000 a month social media, $1,000 a month or so in Google ads, and had a basic cookie cutter template of a website.
So the typical marketing agency experience, eh?
Yeah, with no catch-ups, no lead follow-up, nothing to nurture clients with, no voice record training, no sales training, no, repetition, trying to get those customers into long-time valued customers.
Yep.
So yeah, just what we've done for them, the first thing we had to do was get their phone to ring. So we took a Google Ads approach with high quality, high intent keywords, a full personalized strategy to their local area, targeting high profitability services that, going to make them money at the end of the day.
Yep.
Getting them, between, at the start, we're getting probably 10 calls a week, which then, gradually went to 20 calls a week. And now we sit anywhere between, probably 20 to 30 calls a week on average.
Can you remember how quickly calls started coming in for them?
Within 24 hours. I remember because within 2 days, I had to set up a software meeting with them to take them through how to nurture customers and to make sure that they were answering phones on time, to making sure that they understood how to use our software in terms of replying back to customers and taking down the pipeline funnel.
Yeah, I remember they've been really good with actually using the software and leveraging the information that we can teach them, and they've taken everything on board. They were straight on to getting a professional content shoot. As a matter of fact, we did it on this bridge right here.
Yeah, that's right.
It's customers like that make our life easier when.
Well, they're working with us, and
that's right.
That's what it's all about. Yep. Working together to get proper feedback from the customer, and then enhance and optimize their digital strategy and their ads. And the biggest thing is we have monthly catch-ups, and those monthly catch-ups, we actually achieve a lot on them.
Yep.
We go through last 30-day results, last 7 days. We look at search terms. We talk about what worked, what didn't work.
Yep.
We look for solutions, and we look at trying to turn these customers into lifetime customers.
Yep. And, imagine like other agencies where you've got a junior or somebody based overseas trying to do that for you. Just can't really understand the complexities of the Australian market and the differences that we might have with, say, the American market. And that's why I think it's so helpful having somebody that's managing your account and like a growth partner that's actually understands your niche and your industry. And I think that's really what we bring to the table.
Yeah. And just those monthly catch-ups, going through the results, really getting that information and actioning points from it. So what I like to do in my monthly meetings with the customers are basically put together our list of last month, what the action points were on their side, what the action points were on my side, and make sure first of all that they got done, and then look at what improvements we could make. And we're always moving the needle. So that could be from Google reviews, responding to reviews, local business, Google My Business improvements, social media improvements, thinking about ways how we can generate more leads through different avenues, what's going to work for them, what's not going to work for them, seasonal products as well, which has been good. And Tatum and Jared at On Time Plumbing and Hot Water, they've been fantastic to work with and really get detailed information and helps us create what's next.
And look, they put in all of this effort and show up to the meetings and take on board what we say, but it pays off with their return on investment at the end of the day. And It really takes, I believe, two parties working together in order to get those results. It can't be, just us, working on the ads. We need that feedback from customers to kind of tailor make it. And also, the customer needs our expertise and wealth of information that we can bring to the table to help really make those things fire. And when you've got the two of us together, it's like secret sauce. It works really good.
And I think another key fundamental
Part of the equation.
That we do is basically taking what's working around the country, best practices, because I might get a bit of information from different customers and think, okay, that's pretty cool. Let's use that and let's transform that into, part of the sales process or that customer's business guidelines. And I find that, it's very helpful. So it's basically like a community that we start.
Yeah, I guess having that huge amount of ad spend, instead of just looking at ad spend from one single account, like maybe somebody that runs their own ads might have, and they get a very small section of the market to learn and get data from, whereas by having our community of all of these different customers that we're working with within the same niches, it allows us to gather a whole bunch of useful data that we can then use to make informed decisions moving forward.
Another cool one is with On Time Plumbing is we're always moving the needle forward. So obviously pushing the limits of how much search volume there is in the area with high intent keywords and really capitalizing on that. When they first started with us, they were spending $100 a day in Google ads, and I think today they're north of $500 to $600 per day. With other elements that we've added in with social media traffic campaigns, local awareness campaigns, lead generation campaigns, and everything bundled together is really starting to work well. And the biggest thing is we track every single lead, where they come from, how the customer originated with us, which is a major difference, because where they were at with their old agency was they didn't know what leads came from where and how they obtained that customer. The biggest thing is Google My Business tracking and website tracking, seeing what leads are coming from where, which gives us a really good funnel of information that everything that we're doing in the behind the scenes is actually benefiting them with more customers month on month. When we first started, I think they were getting 1 to 2 customers every month or two, to be honest with you. And at the moment, they're probably getting north of 30 customers organically through their website and Google My Business profile.
Plus all the stuff from ads.
So ads is the real juice, mate.
So I imagine that would be pretty transformative for a business to go from really not getting that very many inquiries from online sources and dealing mainly with word of mouth and referrals to, getting all of these leads from Google ads, Google My Business, website inquiries,
social
media.
And the thing is, like, if I look back at the journey where they originally started, they were calling local builders, local real estates, up to an hour of a radius for them trying to obtain work. And now we've got the opposite problem where they're asking me sometimes to turn the ads off. So we've got the opposite problem now where they're very selective with their work, who they work with.
All within a nice tight local area, not having to travel all over the place for work.
That's it. And I love these days where we do professional content shoots for clients. We get so much out of it. We get to bond with the customer, understand their business in more depth.
Because look, meeting people face to face really is different to phone calls and emails and Zoom meetings. So although they have their place, like, we'll always travel to see our clients, and I think they get a lot of value out of it, and so do we.
For sure. Heading to the second location now for Aussie Air Conditioning to get some split system air conditioning content, which is going to help us with his social media advertising, make some new creative to generate more leads in the local area. And being in air conditioning, this is the upcoming to the money months and his target market and time for demand. So really looking forward to capturing some cool content and turning that into some really cool creative ads and targeting the locals.
So what's the story with Aussie Air? How did it all start with, and where did?
So Aussie Air Conditioning and Electrical probably started with us over 3 years ago now. starting off with pretty low budget for advertising, and sort of use that to gain his trust and take him on a digital journey. So we started with some social media lead generation stuff. Basically built him some pipelines, got him well organized in his business for sales and processes, nurturing leads with some email automation for follow up to installs that he does, reminders, some brand awareness stuff.
How long ago did he start with us now?
Over 3 years ago now.
Jeez, it's gone quick.
Yeah, it has. Throughout that journey as well, we actually we got to the point where we were generating some really cool stuff online with local branding, with lead generation, and we wanted to step it up a level and be on different platforms and also not rely on one platform and really capture leads from all different angles. So we started Google Ads for Aussie Air, and mate, they've been nothing but consistent.
Yep.
Month in, month out.
I remember at the beginning it was a little bit hesitant to jump into the Google Ads because the ad spend commitment was substantially higher than what he'd been spending with Facebook. But so I remember actually at the beginning when we were trying to explain the benefits of Google Ads to Tom, he was a little bit cautious, a little bit hesitant because the ad spend commitment was a fair bit more than what he'd been spending on Facebook ads.
Yeah, it was actually 4 times the amount of what he was spending on social media advertising. So yeah, it was a bit of a jump for him, but within that first week, I mean, you built up the confidence with him and gave him real examples of our other clientele really excelling in the return on investment from those clients.
Yep. And it's been a bit of a winner for him. I don't think he'd go back to not having them.
Yeah, definitely not.
He's managed to grow his team a bit.
Yeah.
What was can you remember how many people was it when
he was
when
a
first
sole trader when we first started with him?
Just Tom.
Yeah, it was just Tom, and he's expanded the team now to
3 or 4 vehicles on the road.
Yeah, 4 vehicles and 6 guys. So
yep.
It's been pleasant to be part of the journey, and it's awesome to see our customers grow. Like,
yep.
Taking them on that journey and being a part of the ride. And what it comes down to? Communication.
Yep.
Monthly meetings, good chats, understanding exactly where he's at in his journey, how far advanced he's booked, how hard we have to push, what we need to do differently. And it's not just about negative feedback, it's about positive feedback and really nailing down what worked well, and how we share his success to his local community and getting him more local clients.
Yep. Let's talk about how creativity is applied in our business.
Cool. Well, I'll hand the ball to you because you do a lot of the creative stuff.
Yeah.
I get a little bit overwhelmed sitting there designing and applying content strategies, and I sort of hand that ball off to Jared more often than not. And also we've got Emma part of the team to help out on that side as well.
Yeah, I guess, look, there's different forms of creativity. I think, the obvious one is creativity in the form of the actual content that we create. So the Facebook ads and the content for websites and the reels and all of that stuff, which is, again, it's all about building trust with clients and their clients and their customer base and, that side of creativity, but also just coming up with creative strategies in terms of the ads themselves and thinking, really in depth about, okay, what are our clients' customers going to be looking for and what are the types of things that they want to see in order to trust this business, and what are the types of keywords they're going to be searching for, and what platforms are they going to be found on, and what's the best way to get in front of them, earn their trust quickly, stop them from scrolling, and get them to interact with our customer base. And not only that, but to get the right type of customer to interact with these ads, because we don't want to be attracting low value clients and wasting time and chasing leads that should never have been chased in the first place. We want to put out content and strategic ads that are going to get the right type of customers to stop and make an inquiry.
Yeah, for sure.
Should have had the aircon off the whole time.
Yeah. I think another part of creativity and getting it right from the start is narrowing down the content plan, the strategy of what is the purpose of the content, and having a proper content plan. So how are we going to use that content? Where is it going to be applied? What's it going to be? What's the use of it? What are the goals that we're trying to achieve? And coming up with a content plan that's going to work. As you can see for today, basically sat down with Tom. We came up with a strategy for the next 6 months, where we're going to use this content, what kind of content and shots we need, what worked well in the past, and how do we improve it.
Yep.
To get the most out of the day. Because look, you don't want just team photos and basic generic reels. We want to tell a story and also maximize on this time, because at the end of the day, this is time off the road for him and his guys.
Yep.
Taking them away, half a day from doing work and getting jobs done, especially now in the busy months.
Yep. And it's all well and good having content that just looks nice, but you really need to convey a message quickly. People on social media and on their phones in general, they really don't take the time to engage with content if it doesn't hook them in straight away. So we really try and make sure that all of these videos and photos are captivating for some reason, and it stops people scrolling, and we can get some
and it
engagement.
serves purpose.
Yeah.
And it has to serve purpose. I think over the years, especially with us ourselves, we've really narrowed down on what drives a good content day and what customers need to focus on, because it can get overwhelming. There is a lot to focus on in social media and digital marketing, and improving your websites and etc. It's about having the right plan and the right go-to-market strategy.
Yep. And when you
and I would say, what about just on our side, bringing Emma into the team and having that go-to resource to really help us?
That that woman's touch for the creative side of things. They can sometimes do a better job.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I guess with On Time Plumbing, we really did content straight from the jump with them, didn't we?
Yeah, it was a couple months in when we committed to building a website for them, and obviously improving their landing pages.
Yeah, okay. And
they were a bit hesitant at the start, because they're a bit overwhelmed with the amount of things that we're sort of deep diving into with them. And obviously, at the start, the cost of everything, from basically spending not much on marketing to then, spending a couple thousand to tens of thousands of dollars. But I guess the point of it is they were getting results, and the calls were coming in, and there was relevant calls to their business, which were turning into successful clients.
Like, you got to invest, and you're happy to. I think most of our clients are happy to spend that money when they see it come back to them many, many times over.
Yeah. I'll take you back to a story, Joe. You probably won't remember this, but at the start when we started Blackwater, obviously, we were heavily invested into the business and set up everything and put a lot of time investment into the business. We had to go to market pretty hard at the start to get clients, and I was a bit nervous about the ad spend for ourselves to go to market and really obtain clients. But Jared, believed in the plan and backed our skills, and it did pay off. But yeah, I was sort of in customer shoes at the start and a bit nervous, so I can understand and relate to that. And yeah, I mean, you got to believe in the plan and the process, and it comes through.
Yep.
What made you so confident with going to market and just putting your balls on the line, really?
Mate, you only live once.
Another great story about On Time Plumbing is when we met Jared, sole trader again. Now he's got 3 or 4 vehicles on the road and 5 staff. So yeah, another really good successful story, and we've got a lot more planned for them, and it's absolutely phenomenal seeing customers take those steps.
Yeah, it's pretty rewarding, like helping other businesses grow, and like it's sometimes when people don't trust in the ads because they've been burnt by an agency or something before, you just wish you could just explain and get them to understand how powerful it can be, because it can really transform a business.
That's right. We have probably about 5 to 10 inquiries a week, I would say, from local businesses that find us online through organic search to run ads for them. And again, we sort of stay in our lane because we've worked with trades now and service-based businesses